Pace feeding is a way for your baby to get supplemental feeding with a bottle that will mimic the feeding at the breast. And so it'll slow things down, make them have to work for and stimulate the milk supply and work for the milk instead of just getting it instantly. Many of you have probably heard of the phrase nipple confusion. A lot of us lactation consultants talk about this, and it is a thing. I feel like what I see mostly is flow frustration, and that can happen when you use a bottle. It can happen when we have you do tube feeding or finger feeding, and basically what it is that they're getting instant gratification. They're taking the bottle and they don't have to work for it. They're taking the tube and they're getting milk right away. And so I'm going to teach you a way to give the bottle in a way that you actually are mimicking what happens at the breast, so that when baby does come back to the breast, there is patience at the breast and there's not frustration. And so what you're going to do is you're going to hold your baby, hold their jaw like this and kind of just stabilize them. And what you're going to do is stimulate like you would at the breast, like this. And as soon as they open up wide, you're going to stick the whole nipple into their mouth. And so what you want is actually their whole mouth on the nipple like this, so that they have a good wide latch on the bottle nipple. And then what you're going to do at the very beginning for 30 seconds to about a minute, you're going to actually make it so that they don't get anything. So they're sucking on the nipple, but they're not receiving any milk. And what we're doing is training them to stimulate your milk supply. So once they stimulate that milk supply, it's about 30 seconds to a minute usually when your letdown comes down. And then you're going to put the bottle just a little bit like this so that there's a little bit of milk there, but they're still actually having to work at it. Whereas if you put it like this, if you see, it's going to start dripping. And it's really easy for babies to get milk out. So we want them to work for it. And so when they get back to the breast, they're going to be patient and they're going to work for the milk.